from dynamic strength, and what I'm going to go over today is 3 core movements that are vital whenever it comes to certain phases of the OPT model, whenever it comes to certain phases if you're training an athlete or any of those things. Now, the first thing we're going to go over, is a plank and all the progressions and regressions of a plank. So when you're starting off with a client and you have them just going, and you know that they probably won't be able to, if they've never even heard of a plank, best thing to do is start them off in push-up position. Now, if they can't do push-up position, you go on the legs. So, push-up position, I mean, everyone more or less knows what a push-up is. This is a push-up. If they can't hold the push-up position, then that should tell you 2 things right there. They don't have the trunk stability for it, and they don't have the shoulder stability for it. You gotta work on your rotator cuff muscles, you gotta work on your elbow joint, you gotta work on everything, tricep extensions, all that good stuff. And then you have to work on core stability, which is just progressing through the plank. Now, if they go longer than 45 seconds on that push-up position, you move them down to the forearms, right here. This is the following, or this is the progression. Best thing to do with that is just drawing in your core, squeezing your anus. Now, yeah, that sounds a little funny, and you're kind of like, what the hell? But that allows for pelvic tilt alignment to occur, and allows you to have good stabilizers within the local and global stabilizers. Now, what I'm going to demonstrate today is doing a plank on my forearms on the foam. Now, the best thing to concentrate whenever it comes to the foam and planking on foam is concentrating on keeping your elbows lined up with your shoulders, and keeping your core drawn in and braced, and keeping your anus tight, or keeping your anus squeezed. I know that sounds really weird, and I feel uncomfortable saying it, but it's just the name of the game, I guess. So I'll just demonstrate it really quickly. I'm just going to go for 30 seconds, but that won't make it that long in the video, so I'll just demonstrate it really quickly. Holding the plank, making sure that my elbows are lined up with my shoulders, so here, lined up, right here, drawing in my core, and squeezing my anus, and just holding this position. Once they've succeeded 45, or even a minute, you progress them to another movement. Could be plank with a side tap, plank with a forward tap, plank with a hand raise. You know, there's a lot of different progressions when it comes to planks. Now, another progression when it comes to that type of plank is a side plank. Now, what I'm going to demonstrate is doing a side plank on the foam. But the first thing you can do with a client is do a side plank on their hand, pointing towards wherever it is they're facing on their knees, because side planks are kind of difficult and definitely hard to balance. So holding this position is okay for the beginner. So just starting out right here is okay. Once you progress there, you can even go here and hold this position. Now this is kind of tricky because you need to have shoulder stabilizers. You need to be able to keep your arms straight. You don't want to bend. That could cause injury. And you want to be able to keep your body lined up correctly, and foot on foot. Keeping your hips up. See, I'm even having problems fucking doing that. Next thing you could do to make it a little bit easier, if you want to regress, just go right here and hold this position. Hold this position. If it gets too hard, just here, 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 here. Holding those positions, holding this position for 5 seconds, taking a break, going back to it. Now keeping the obliques. Hey guys, so the third and final movement that I'm going to show is a landmine rotation and press. So this movement, if you have a beginner client, you probably do not want to do this with this movement. This needs a lot of motor learning. This needs a lot of motor pattern development. This needs a lot of functional motion development to be able to be done. I mean, this shit is quintessential and it's very, very good. But if you start too early on this, you can risk injury with this movement. This is, if you're an awesome personal trainer, this movement would probably be done in the 5th and final phase of the whole OPT model. Now, whenever it gets down to doing this takes a lot, because you're basically deadlifting first, doing a full rotation diagonally, and then triple extension in your ankle, knee, and hip, as well as pressing up and exploding throughout the movement. So I'm going to demonstrate it slowly, and then I'll demonstrate it quickly. So the first thing that you gotta do first is line yourself up with the bar. Some people line up over here. I mean, I don't really condone doing that because it's kind of like you're gonna get in the way of any weight that might be there. So the best thing to do is line up at the end of the bar. Keep your hand that's closest to the bar, keep your hand over in the middle of towards the midline. Grabbing the bar, you're automatically out set up good because you're gonna deadlift. This is more or less a deadlift one-handed. Right here. Pick up. Once you pick up, you're already gonna begin rotating your trunk and hips. So right here, you're already rotating. Once you're already up here, once you're fully extended, when triple extension of the hip, knee, and ankle, you're going to upright roll your arm basically and catch and explode. This will cause shoulder development, tricep development, and all that good stuff. Hand rotation is a little bit tough. I just finished my workout, so it's a little bit tough. So I'm going to demonstrate it fully now. Make sure everything's in line. Here, towards your midline, pick it up. Okay, now that was a landmine rotation press. This type of movement is great to be done with shot putters or athletes that are pressing a lot, so linebackers, O linemen, D linemen. Trying to think of what women athletes can do. Obviously, women shot put, and a lot of other women. And a lot of other athletes in general. This movement is great, but do not, and I repeat, do not do this with a beginner client, with a novice who's just stepped foot into the gym for the first time, because this takes a lot of learning how to do. Now, once you're doing the OPT model, fifth phase, the power phase, this is for that phase. You've already taken your clients through the necessary precautions, necessary steps, necessary motor learning development, and she's got it down, or he's got it down. Deadlifts are key to this movement, so learning how to do a deadlift is the right way to do it whenever you're starting at the beginning of the movement. Pressing, incline presses, all that good stuff. There's a lot of things that you need to go over first, allowing yourself to cause proper development of your client. And it's been great demonstrating the three movements. I'm Zach, man. If you want merchandise as in shirts, iPhone cases, water bottles, go on to shop.spreadshirt.com/DSF apparel, or all caps DSF and then apparel lowercase. I would love for you to see the DSF movement get out there. I know the prices are pretty pricey. It's because I put a lot of creativity and a lot of designing into it. I'm gonna start regressing with the designing for now until I've been able to get promo codes for you guys, and then you'll be able to get some percents off and stuff. But I would love to see you guys been wearing them, becoming a DSF athlete, or just someone who's really down for a movement that is just to better everyone's lives. This isn't shreds or some shit like that, or we're just trying to make a quick buck. This is just to cater to all lifters, power lifters, strength lifters, Olympic weightlifters, athletes, and just everyday people, man. Anyone who just wants to come into the gym and just train, just get yourself a shirt and rep it and just have a good time. You know, this is for everybody. Bodybuilders, everybody. Now, don't forget to follow me on Zachman DSF, which is on Instagram and on Tumblr. And don't forget to check out the website, because there will be videos up and all that good stuff. Don't forget to go on the online training, see if you like it. And don't forget to go onto the YouTube channel, Dynamics or DSF Movement. There will be regular videos just like this one, probably every week, almost probably every day. I mean, I'm demonstrating movements all the time, so I will hopefully get better at it. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next, how I should videotape or anything like that, I'd be willing to listen. I'm new to this stuff, so I made 1 cent on the YouTube earnings thing, so I guess I'm a YouTuber now. So I just want to help out people, and if these videos help, let me know. If they don't help, let me know. I'm more than willing to try and better myself as a personal trainer, as an online trainer, as a power lifter, as a athlete. I'm more than willing to help you guys too. So it's been great. I'm Zach Man from Dynamic Strength, and I'll see you guys next time.